My background, I've been representing NFL guys for about 30 plus years. I have had over 100 guys drafted in the NFL draft. I have 2 boys that have played Power 5 football. My one son has just completed his 2nd year in the NFL. So I'm going to give you a perspective from an NFL agent and an NFL dad. So let's start out with your story. Everybody's got a story. I've got a story, you've got a story, you've got a story. Everybody has a story, and the story that they have and the story that they embody really dictates how the universe reflects back to them. One is you have to have belief in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, your teammates are not going to believe in you, your coaches are not going to believe in you, and certainly the opponent is going to sense that you don't believe in you, and they're going to try to kill your will before the end of the first quarter. One of the most difficult challenges for coaches, from my perspective, representing coaches and being a coach myself, is winning the locker room. The locker room to me is like oxygen. Right now, nobody's having a difficult time breathing. Are you guys struggling? Okay. But if we took the oxygen out of this room, we'd all be gasping. But you couldn't see it. But if somebody zapped the oxygen out of this room, we'd be struggling. That's what happens in the locker room. Coaches don't realize they've lost the locker room until they've lost the locker room. My recommendation, especially if you want to be elite and if you want to have a pro mindset, is that you have a higher standard than the people that are holding you to that standard. If you're an athlete and your coach wants you to be here, you need to be here. Because if your standard is higher than the people that are evaluating you, that are judging you, you won't have any problem beating their standard. So Rob's dream started in the 7th grade. And he started building his performance bubble when he had this dream of playing in the NFL. And Rob's journey was far from linear. It was far from perfect. It was a story of always proving people wrong, always bouncing back, always overcoming adversity. Tore his ACL in his 4th NFL game. He was told by a head coach in the NFL that he didn't look like an NFL player, he didn't have the body of an NFL player, he didn't have the skill set consistent with an NFL player. And 20 years later, that coach is paying him a lot of money to come and train his defense. So it's funny how when you can hold on to your dream when other people don't believe in your dream is what pro mindset allows you to do.
Hey, my name is Anthony Truxton, and I want to take a quick second to let you know about my man, Craig Doman. Now, Craig's an individual who's an amazing speaker who I had the honest pleasure of being able to work with as a client of his. But here's the thing. Over the last, 15 years I've known this man, he has blossomed into becoming one of the most influential people in my life and many others' lives because of his concept called Pro Mindset. Not only when I was playing, but also beyond the game. I've been able to actually do a lot of things in my life to be able to go and touch many lives and be able to build an amazing business because of what he uncovers and what he teaches in the way that he shares his story and also shares his message on stage. So if you're in a position of wanting your people to literally show up as their best in the moments that require them to be their best, you got to have Craig Doman on your stage.
Craig has been gracious over the years to make time to speak to my students to share what it means to have what he calls a pro mindset. As an experienced NFL agent, he has literally observed what it takes to be a pro, as well as what can keep you from being one. With a conversational, interactive style, Craig tells how he has discovered key mental aspects that lead to success, illustrated by stories from his own life and from those he has worked with. The behind-the-scenes looks at life in the NFL and beyond are incredibly engaging and entertaining every time he speaks. Craig makes a compelling case for having a pro mindset and presents it in a way that can be implemented by anyone. He believes it, he lives it every day, and his life and the lives of those he has worked with over the years are evidence that is an important ingredient to success.